The infantry is as old as the Army itself. Founded on June 14, 1775, the branch has grown from just 10 rifle companies to become the centerpiece of the Army's land combat capability. Throughout history, the infantry has excelled in closing with and destroying America's enemies through fire, maneuver, and close combat. While the infantry's mission is enduring, its equipment and organization have evolved. Today's infantry is a multifaceted branch consisting of light infantry, air assault and airborne forces, mechanized infantry, and a variety of special operations forces. Career infantry officers can expect assignments that alternate between light and heavy formations. Junior officers spend most of their time in the Army's operating force, honing their small unit leadership and staff expertise. This is an invaluable training and educational experience that helps them to understand the larger Army that they serve. As they approach mid-career, infantry officers are afforded opportunities to pursue graduate education and develop expertise suiting them for leadership in either operating force or generating force assignments, training and leading soldiers across the Army, as well as collaborating and training with America's allies. Infantry officers possess a special blend of skills, knowledge, and behaviors. Their unique talents help them to succeed in any mission.
Physically fit.
Tough, gritty, and tenacious, infantry officers thrive in the most austere and physically demanding conditions. Their complete approach to fitness ensures they can accomplish the mission in any operating environment.
It's important for infantry officers to be physically fit because as soldiers, we're also professional athletes, and especially for the light infantry, which is where I've grown up in, that's how you make your living.
Being a platoon leader is about physical leadership. It is about the follow me, the Iron Mike statue.
When you're out there and you're in an austere environment, wherever you are, you can't just sit on the side of the road and say, I'm done, I quit. All right, you have to be able to have the grit to push through and be successful, no matter what.
At the end of the day, you can't do your job if you can't perform under those physical conditions.
Mentally tough.
Infantry officers excel in stressful situations. Their grace and perseverance under pressure allow them to meet any challenge, no matter how complex or demanding.
The thing that makes a really good infantry officer is the ability to think under the highest stress. You're physically exhausted.
And if you're not mentally tough and you don't have the resilience to withstand the daily grind, you're not going to make it.
That's the importance of mental toughness, is that even when you're at your physical limit, you still have clear thinking, you're still mentally alert.
Problem solver.
Infantry officers routinely use a mix of established practices and new, unorthodox solutions to meet complex and ever-changing threats and challenges.
You know, what I find most rewarding about the infantry is really the requirement of having to solve problems.
And the expectation is that leaders can come into a problem, look at it with a keen eye, and then develop a solution for it.
Success as an infantry officer boils down to a matter of seconds and minutes. If you can't be able to find a solution to a problem very quickly, soldiers are going to die.
Innovative.
The diverse spectrum of situations infantry officers face requires them to seek creative and insightful solutions.
Innovation is critical. If we're not innovative as infantry leaders, we sometimes get very set, very focused on just executing the plan.
And you got to be able to deviate from that guideline and make the best decision that's tactically sound.
My value added to the organization is making the best possible decision at that moment where a decision must be made.
Multitasker.
Constantly faced with simultaneous challenges, infantry officers effectively prioritize and respond to multiple demands.
Because the infantry officer is really the organizer of the battlefield.
Everything is important. So as an infantry officer, you need to be able to identify and prioritize what's important, but not let any of those balls get dropped.
Sometimes in combat, you're going to be in a close contact with the enemy, and the enemy is going to demand you be an effective multitasker.
Bodily kinesthetic.
The physical nature of close combat demands infantry officers who are comfortable with taking a hands-on approach and possess keen bodily and sensory awareness.
When you're talking about infantry, just the branch itself requires a lot of proficiency or being hands-on.
You'll be manipulating your rifle with your hands. You will be filling your radio in the dark while it's raining.
So you have to have that flexibility and dexterity to be able to maybe go through a window this time, or maybe this time I go through a door, or maybe this time I climb over a wall or climb up a rope onto a roof or climb up a ladder.
So I attended the University of Colorado.
I graduated from the United States Military Academy.
I was commissioned out of Kansas State University, ROTC.
Cornell University.
The Officer Candidate School.
My undergraduate degree was in psychology.
I majored in criminology.
Mathematics.
You can't win a war without closing with the enemy in the last 100 yards, and that's what we do.
We provide wide area security. We secure populations, we secure ourselves, we secure other units to our left and right.
I've been fortunate to be a member of every type of infantry organization, from a light infantry platoon in Panama as lieutenant to a mechanized company commander and a striker SRM battalion commander.
I had the great opportunity to be a part of the 75th Ranger Regiment.
The infantry branch really very much seems to me that it's, like I said, more of a calling.
An opportunity to have kite bonds among individuals who go through shared hardship, and I've certainly experienced that.
And I knew if I went into the infantry branch, they were going to push me.
You never get detached from being a soldier, because you always have to be a soldier and be good at being a soldier in order to be successful in the infantry.
Those that are considering infantry, there is great opportunity for professional growth, for challenge, for leadership.
When you think about being a soldier or being a leader, infantry is what comes to mind.
That's the best opportunity of any of the branches that I saw to lead soldiers.
I want to lead those men that lay in the mud on their bellies and pull the trigger.
And accept the challenge of leading those men when it's not always easy and the situation is not always clear.
Infantry isn't for everybody.
It's going to be up to you to determine if you're up for the challenge.
But if you want to be a leader,
I am the infantry.
if you want to be out front,
Follow me.